Welcome back. We're this should be a quick, fairly brief stream. The plan is to go through crushing up some rocks. Um, so in Zskera vaults, one of the things you collect is you collect primordial stones to go in the ring that we got last week. I had a pretty good haul of stones this week. This is what I currently have in my bags that I don't need, and they're taking up quite a lot of slots. So last week when we were in there, we collected some bits and pieces for a quest, and we have the jeweler's kit, the anvil. I haven't quite worked out what this is over here. This is part of the jeweler's kit apparently. So the jeweler's kit lets you take stones out of your ring. The amulet, and this one allows you to crush up stones you don't need anymore. When you crush stones, you get dormant primordial fragments, which can be used for two things. They can be used to buy another ring and some random stones, or to pay for upgrades, or rather to craft upgrades to upgrade the quality of the stones in your ring. I currently have let me open the ring up. I currently have 2 stones that have been upgraded 1 level. That's not and 1 stone that is at the basic level, because with the patches over reset, the recommended stone for my build has changed. So that is now the stone they recommend that we use. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run through what each of the stones do, and then we're going to crush the extras. And you can see I've got some duplicates in here as well anyway. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through each one and then we're going to crush it. So there are a number of schools of stones. I'll look here because it's easier. So there are fire stones, frost stones, earth stones, nature stones, arcane stones, shadow stones, and necromantic stones. Each of these has a chance to generate between, I think it's 2 and 6 different stones. Some of them have a smaller group, like the necromantic. So it's a much better chance of getting the one that you want. So we're going to run through them. First one I've got is the cold frost stone, which is a frost stone. It adds a shield and slows melee attackers. Because I'm rarely in melee, that is not a good stone for me. So let's crush that one. Yes, I'm sure I want to break that down. It's going to be a little tedious. Next one is, alright, so that's going to create a stone. Let's see what we get. An indomitable earth stone. It's going to create a frost stone. That's going to create a primordial stone. Shadow stone. These are ones that I picked up in the vault and hadn't actually created yet. Alright, so let's set those to go to the correct location. I use an add-on called Arc Inventory to manage my bags, because I am a absolute hoarder as far as bags go. Can be a little frustrating on occasions, but every now and again you come across a secret where you want something that was collected a long time ago that is hard to get again, so I hang on to everything. Alright, so we have a deluging waterstone, which gives a healing ability to allies. So we'll crush that one because I don't need it. This is a earthstone. Equip moving builds electrical charge, causing your next damaging ability to also give nature damage. This was the one I had equipped earlier, but we've changed which one we've got going. This is a firestone. Fire damage dealt by this primordial stone is increased by 60% and is now chaos damage. So if you have another stone that does fire damage, it turns it into chaos damage. Steam Stone, which I think is a Firestone. Receiving heals has a chance to exude steam, restoring health to yourself and 2 nearby allies. So that's a healer's. Or a tank, maybe. Flame Licked Stone, Firestone. Dealing damage has a chance to set the enemy on fire, dealing fire damage over 7 seconds. I expect the amount that it deals will change based on the quality. That would have interacted with that previous one to be Chaos. Frost Stone, Freezing Ice Stone. Dealing damage has a chance to chill the enemy, dealing frost damage and slowing them by 15% for 6 seconds. I expect the amount of damage that it does will go up with the level and possibly the duration, the amount it slows them by. Got 2 of these. Gleaming Ironstone. Standing still for 3 seconds, as opposed to the earlier one, which was moving. In combat, steals yourself, absorbing damage and increasing auto attack. So that would be a tank stone, which is not good for my build, as I am a ranged damage caster character. Humming Arcane Stone. So I have one of these in my ring at the moment. Dealing magic damage has a chance to fire arcane missiles for each primordial stone family you have equipped. So I have 3 different stones, so it fires 3 arcane missiles, each dealing arcane damage, and I expect the amount will go up based on the quality of the stone. Indomitable Earthstone. Taking damage has a chance to heal you, absorbing a certain amount of damage. 4 tanks. Not appropriate for me. I have 2 of these, so we'll get rid of them both quickly. Necromantic Deathstone. Once every minute, moving near a corpse grants the equip effects of the Desirous Bloodstone, Cold Frost, and Pestilent Plague Stones for 25 seconds. Already having one of these effects instead increases its effectiveness by 75%. I have 2 of these. I'm also already using the Desirous Plague Stone. Pestilent Plague Stone. Dealing damage has a chance to infect the target with plague that spreads to nearby enemies, dealing nature damage. Maybe, but not rated as the best ones for my spec. Again, I have 2 of these, so we'll smush both of those. Raging Magna Stone. Absorbing damage has a chance to coat you in lava, causing melee attackers to take fire damage for 6 seconds. I expect the amount goes up with the quality. I'm generally not in melee. That would be good for a tank or a melee DPS. Searing Smoky Stone. Equip successful interrupts. On equipping. Successful interrupts exhale smoke, dealing fire damage to enemies with an 8-yard cone in front of you. Probably good for melee, not good for ranged. Shining Obsidian Stone. This is probably an earth one, I'd guess. Gaining an absorb shield from a primordial stone erupts the ground, dealing physical damage split between enemies within 5 yards. So that would be good for tank. I have 2 of those, that can both go. Sparkling Mana Stone. Frost effects from primordial stones to restore mana. Good for a healer, and you'd pair it with other frost stones. I think it's an arcane stone, that one. Storm and Fuse Stone. Critically striking an enemy has a chance to shock them and nearby enemies, dealing nature damage. This was the one that I had equipped previously. You can see that it's upgraded to 418, but it's not recommended for my build. This will probably all change next week. Being near a dying creature saps a portion of their mojo and eventually crystallizes it. A swirling mojo stone. Haven't worked out what the mojo does, but not recommended for my build, so I'm getting rid of it. Mostly because I need the bag spaces back. Wild Spirit Stone. This will be a nature stone. Nature and healing effects from primordial stones restore health of 5 nearby allies. That would be a healer stone. Last one, Wind Sculpted Stone. Moving rallies the wind to your side, granting 94 speed, stacking up to 5 times. So we've gained nearly 100, I think, fragments out of that. which would allow me to buy more stones if I was looking for a particular one or pay for upgrades. I actually have orders in for upgrades for all of my stones to the maximum level of 424, and I'm just waiting for someone to fill them. We might be lucky. The auction house has sent me mail, so they might be there. Just let me check, and if they have, I'll show you how to upgrade them. Need to be closer. No. I was hopeful, but no. Alright. So that's all I was going to cover off. This was a short stream, just how the stones worked. So that's this week's booty, and hopefully we'll get to see some new puzzles next week.